And yet we pull up here and we notice that there are some items that belong in our freezer on the floor.
That's never good. All right, dear, what's the gist of it? We want the gist. We're here at the Plank Road. Hey, are you ready to go, dude? Are you gonna bring your car in the truck? We're going off-roading today? Yeah? Let's do it, man. Let's do it. What is up, guys? Jesse here with Adventure Endeavor. We're in the middle of the Yuma desert, the desert north of Yuma, still in the Black Series HQ17. And today we are going to be going to the center of the world. It's a really weird place. We'll show you more of that later. But right now we're at the Valley of the Names, which is this area, 1,200 acres roughly, where people will take rocks and kind of write their name. It started in World War II, and it's been going on since. It's really a neat place. There's a lot of dispersed camping out here, and our game plan is to take dirt south, kind of towards Yuma, but we're going to go to the center of the world, center of the earth. More to come on that. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you talking now? Are you going to tell everybody how you talk so much? We're going to go.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah, go. I always let Melissa choose what she wants to drive. Recently, it's been the Ram more and more, and it makes sense because I don't even know how many months pregnant, but she's getting closer day by day, obviously. So I think with the air conditioning, more and more comfort, and the Ram is really good on washboard roads. And then meanwhile, I'm taking all these fun little offshoots, bombing these sand washes and stuff like that. So that's like the key to life. Just make the best of every situation. Not that being pregnant is a bad situation. It's just she can't do some of the things right now, this current moment in time, that she enjoys.
So one downside to this trailer is that the fridge, you have to really push it closed to make sure that the doors are really latched before you drive. And we've definitely made the mistake of not doing that many times. So we always are sure that we do that. And yet we pull up here and we notice that there are some items that belong in our freezer on the floor.
That's never good.
And wonder how that happened, because I know I checked it like twice. And what happened was this bag full of lemons was up here in the shelf, and it somehow, while I was off-roading, fell, hooked itself on this door, unlatched it, and then a bunch of stuff fell out.
That's freaking crazy. What are the odds of that? I know it was latched, like, for sure.
I checked it like multiple times.
That's crazy. So the bag of lemons literally fell, hooked on the handle, and then somehow the weight of the bag of lemons pulled it open, and then all of our stuff fell out. That's a first.
That is definitely
a first. guys, so we are officially at the center of the world. But funny thing is this is all based off of a children's storybook.
Yeah.
So
the guy who founded this town wrote a children's book about a dragon in the center of the world, and then
this place got built.
It was dedicated and officially recognized by the country of France and a few other countries in the European Union.
But there's no logical.
Like scientific
there's no
or
scientific
political reason why it's the center of the world.
It just is. It's like a posse track on an AMC Rambler.
Yeah.
It just works. So the rest of the place is actually called the Museum of Granite. And you can see a ton of different stuff displayed here. Literally almost everything from our history of mankind. There's all sorts of stuff. She was saying, you know, where everything's kind of located, and you can tell it goes on and on. And then of course they got their church at the top, which is what you say, non-denomination, so anyone can worship in there. All right, so one of the cool things here too is they have this giant concrete maze. And what's really cool about it is that it's open on many sides. So there's more than one way out. Yeah, because I think it would just take way too long and too many people will get way too stuck in here. But we're gonna do our best to kind of show you the maze. Come on, Link. You can't catch Daddy. You can't catch Daddy. Ah! Ah! Oh, found the exit. All right, Mom, are you ready for these steps?
Yep, we're doing it.
Are you counting them?
No.
Oh, man.
Yep, we're going.
Let's go, Lincoln. All right, guys, so the real question is, should you come here? Should you do the tour? And I would say it depends. I mean, it's $10 per person. You do get a certificate saying that you went to the center of the world, which is pretty rad, with no scientific data whatsoever. So I would say if you've got 35, 40 minutes to kill and $10, you know, is in your price range, I would say, yeah, do it. It's kind of neat. The maze was cool, but overall nothing amazing, but there is a ton of boondocking right behind it, as well as a bunch of RVers back there.
Yeah, so if you're out here boondocking, I mean, you might as well come by. It's definitely really interesting. Worth the stop, I would say.
And if you get your center of the world thing, it's good for a whole year. So for $10, you can come back multiple times within the same year. So, you know, if you need a second visit. So now we are getting to our camp for the night. We are going to the Imperial Sand Dunes. We're down by Gray's Well. And we got our permits. You do need permits to camp and off-road in the dunes. They're about $30 each, and they're good for a week. And we're gonna go to the Old Plank Road. And we're gonna give you more details on that. We've never been here before, but the dunes look super fun. Later on this week, we're gonna meet a bunch of our buddies and doing a big old group meetup, fun trip. Today and the next few days, it's just me and Melissa, and we're kind of living the daily life and camping in the dunes. You playing in the sand? To all your toys? Yeah, that's a truck. Oh, you like trucks? They're perfect for in the sand, huh? But this one is the fastest truck. Ready? Whoa! We got the Halo fired up. This is our battery-powered pellet smoker. This thing has gotten a lot of abuse because it's on this back rack of the Black Series, which is awesome because you can carry a lot of extra stuff, but it does bounce a little bit, and that's because of our rack. Their rack is super stout, but knock on wood, this thing just keeps on chugging along. We got the smoke flowing. Today we're just gonna get some chicken thighs. We're gonna lather them up in some mustard. I know that sounds weird. Season them, smoke them on here for about 2 hours.
Zumba, get him! Zumba, get him! Zamboni, get Lincoln! Get him! Uh-oh. You okay, Bubba? Brush it off. Good job. Let's go.
Hey, Lincoln, do you want some chicken? So here is our chicken. This is how it kind of came out. It looks super good, super tasty. We got some homemade coleslaw, which we really like. We like so much that we ate a bunch of it. And now we got Lincoln, who's being a little booger butt. They're just having a lot of fun running out. We're not in the dunes, we're on the outskirts of the dunes, but got a beautiful sunset. And she said the border's over there. Pretty cool spot for a few nights.
Heck yeah, this is great. Sand for Lincoln to play in.
Lincoln, where is your sand toys? We don't have any sand toys for you.
Where's your shovel? We have one shovel.
You know what? Tomorrow, or in a day or two, we'll go buy you a sand toy kit. Morning, family. Good morning, Lincoln. We are here in Gray's Well, which is right off of, I believe, the 8, right? Highway 8 in California. It's right there. It's kind of close. It's not too loud. And this is a BLM? No, this is a California State Park.
Yes.
Because this is not Glamis, but this is the Imperial Sand Dunes. So we paid for 2 separate passes. We got one for the Jeep, which was $35, and it's for 1 week. And that's so I could take the Jeep in the dunes. You do need a flag to be safe so people can see you. Then we got another one for the truck, which is like a mirror tag, and that was $30, correct?
Just for camping, because we're towing in our trailer and we're gonna basically leave it there. We're not really gonna drive it anymore.
You know, those are permits that you need, but there's multiple areas where you can camp. There's Gray's Well, Gordon's Well, Midway Camp, up by Glamis, all the washes. You can camp off Gecko. So it's basically all the surrounding areas, the outskirts of the dunes in every which way. You could camp with those permits for 1 week. So, I mean, it's not that bad. They do have water. They do have pit toilet. I mean, not water. They do have trash, and they do have pit toilets at most locations. All right, dear, what's the gist of it? We want the gist. We're here at the Plank Road.
Well, I was trying to find something on these plaques that did like I felt like a good job of like quickly.
Well, why don't we read the plaque that's behind us?
Explaining. Oh, that's got more info? Okay.
Let's read this plaque. Melissa will read the plaque directly, so therefore you guys can have an accurate information.
Okay, perfect. Nice and consolidated. Plank Road, 1914 to 1927. This unique plank road, 7 miles long, was the only means that early motorists had for crossing the treacherous Imperial Sand Dunes. The 8 by 12 foot sections were moved with a team of horses whenever the shifting sands covered portions of the road vehicles to pass. Very cool. So it was basically created after a race to develop a road from Los Angeles to San Diego. So there was like a lot of fanfare around it, and it was kind of like, you know, just
yeah, so this is just one of the areas where they were using this road over here to try to cross this barren landscape known as the sand dunes back in the day.
Yeah, long before the actual highway was constructed. So this is basically the route.
Pretty crazy. It'd probably be so rough in the old like Model Ts. It'd probably be like this.
And it's made of wood, so it obviously got beat up really quickly, and they had to rebuild it many times.